Hello, and welcome to your Mining Disrupt news update for Friday, September 8th, 2023. We've got three stories today. First up, we're going to be talking about Riot powering down to make some money. Second, Tucker Carlson is going to Argentina. And our third story talks about the FASB and some new accounting rules and what that might mean for Bitcoin. And as always, nothing I say here should be taken as financial advice. Please do your own research. Everything that you see here is for entertainment and education purposes only. And if you'd like to partner with us as a sponsor, please reach out. But as always, let's start with the numbers. Right now, the Bitcoin price is $25,756. That's if you want an entire Bitcoin. If you're interested in trading dollars for sats, you will get 3,883 sats per dollar. After the most recent difficulty adjustment, and we can see that over on the far right, being a downward tick of 2.65%, the blocks are coming in back at a bit over 10 minutes. 10 minutes and nearly 40 seconds, which means in the last 24 hours, we've only seen 138 blocks, which is 6 shy of that 144 average that we're looking for. And with the most recent difficulty adjustment just happening, we're still looking at 1,800 blocks and some. And if things hold, that'll be a downward shift of 5.4%, as you can see right here in the top right quadrant of that circle. Now, you might be aware of Javier Milei. I think I'm saying his name right. He is a presidential candidate down in Argentina, and he wants to get rid of their central bank. He wants to undo their debt. He wants to do, as far as I can tell, a lot of the things that Nayib Bukele has done in El Salvador. It'll be interesting to see what he and Tucker Carlson talk about. Don't know when that's going to air, but right here from Bitcoin Magazine, it says, just in, Tucker Carlson is in Argentina to interview pro-Bitcoin presidential candidate Javier Milei. Our next story is coming from CNBC and has to do with Riot mining out of Texas. Texas paid Bitcoin miner Riot $31.7 million to shut down during heatwave in August. During the crypto boom of 2021, Riot Platforms was raking in cash from Bitcoin mining. Now the company is losing so much money that it's counting on energy credits from selling power back to the Texas energy grid to keep its costs under control. The total value of the credits dwarfed the 333 Bitcoin the company mined in August, worth about $8.9 million as of the end of the month. August was a landmark month for Riot in showcasing the benefits of our unique power strategy, said Jason Les, CEO of Riot, in the company's press release. The effects of these credits significantly lower Riot's cost to mine Bitcoin and are a key element in making Riot one of the lowest cost producers of Bitcoin in the industry. It's a dramatic shift for Riot, whose revenue soared almost 8,000% in 2021 from booming demand for Bitcoin. The crypto market reversed in 2022, leading to a net loss of over $500 million for the year. In the latest quarter, the company lost $27.7 million. If it wasn't clear yet, this article, along with so many others that have been coming out recently, goes to show that there is an intrinsic relationship between Bitcoin mining and energy. Those two go hand in hand like monkeys and bananas. If you're going to find one, you're definitely going to find the other. Okay, moving on, this is some rather big news for Bitcoin. This has to do with the FASB and their rules that they're setting for financial accounting. The FASB, if you aren't aware, stands for Financial Accounting Standards Board. And they, as far as I know, set the, standards for how you do your accounting. This by way of Swan, Bitcoin Signal, explained. Bitcoin accounting rule change. Today we learned of a massive change to the way in which companies will be allowed to measure the value of their Bitcoin and other crypto holdings. The FASB is introducing new accounting rules that will allow companies to use the fair value accounting method. What does that mean? Fair value accounting means that a business can measure its liabilities and assets at their current market value. Michael Saylor had this to say. Fair value accounting is coming to Bitcoin. This upgrade to FASB accounting rules eliminates a major impediment to corporate adoption of Bitcoin as a treasury asset. The long-term effects of this change have yet to be seen, but let's examine the key takeaways from today's news. New accounting rules for Bitcoin. U.S. accounting standard setters have decided to introduce accounting rules for businesses that hold or invest in Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies. Reporting at fair value. companies will be required to report their Bitcoin holdings at fair value, reflecting the most current value of the asset. This includes capturing value rebounds after price drops. Implementation and early adoption. These rules will be effective from 2025, but companies can choose to adopt them earlier. I have absolutely no idea why a company would avoid adopting these rules as soon as possible and starting to add Bitcoin to their balance sheet. The only reason I can think of is because somebody doesn't understand it. You have to understand Bitcoin the way that somebody like Michael Saylor understands it to want to have it on your balance sheet. Once you do understand it the way Michael Saylor does, or even not to that level, but somewhere from no understanding to Michael Saylor, somewhere in the middle there, or closer to Michael Saylor, of course, you'll go, oh, there is no reason for me not to have this. Said in a positive way, there's every reason for me to have this, because as the value of it goes up, then the value of my business goes up, because I am now holding an asset that is continually appreciating in value. Think about it like having a one-of-a-kind baseball card, and your business is the only business that has that. It's some special edition Babe Ruth card, and people want this Babe Ruth card. For whatever reason, baseball is booming, people want that card. Well, you're the only one that has it. So if you're the only one that has it, and people want it, then the value, the demand for that thing will continue to go up. And because it is part of your business, in a sense, your business holds it, it is an asset that the business has, then the value of your business goes up too. Mandatory adoption. All companies, both public and private, will have to adopt these rules for fiscal year starting after December 15th, 2024. This implies a 2025 adoption for companies that follow the calendar year. And one of the closing things here is rather interesting because it says right here, non-fungible tokens, NFTs, stablecoins, and wrapped tokens are excluded. That's to say, not included. This current move is seen as the right first step by industry players. Overall, the introduction of these new accounting rules for Bitcoin and alternative cryptocurrencies is seen as a positive move towards mainstream adoption and provides clarity for companies holding or investing in Bitcoin. This is undeniably good for Bitcoin. And then we got a meme here with Leonardo DiCaprio from Django Unchained, and he's doing his little laughy face, and it says here, when the narrative that Bitcoiners are co-opting corporate treasuries is in full swing. Chuckles all around. Now with these new FASB accounting rules, more and more businesses, more corporations, more enterprises will start following the MicroStrategy strategy. You will get more and more people following in Michael Saylor's footsteps. Michael Saylor was the first to lead the charge, and it'll be interesting to see if anybody else can pull it off to the scale that he has. I am of the opinion that maybe a few others will be able to accumulate as much as MicroStrategy has, but it's going to be few and far between. There are not that many players in the global space that are going to be able to hodl the way that Michael Saylor and MicroStrategy has. I see this as only good for Bitcoin. More people aware of Bitcoin, more people adopting it, all for the better. I hope you have a great weekend. Until next time.